My name is Cameron Jackson, and I'm going to be talking to you about justice. Justice, in its simplest of terms, is people getting what they deserve. Justice can be served in many ways. In minor situations, justice can be served to bullies, by them getting suspended or expelled from school. But in more serious cases, justice can be served to rapists or murderers that finally get convicted. As a society, we all value justice. When we have been wronged by a person or see someone else is affected by the wrongdoing of another person, we want to see justice. Justice is not just us getting revenge, but is rather us creating a fair and peaceful society. Let's take, for example, Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor was ruthlessly killed in cold blood in her own home on March 13th, 2020. Throughout the past few months, many social media influencers and celebrities have brought attention to this issue and demanded justice. They have posted several petitions for people to sign. To this day, over 200 days later, justice has not been fully served. The family of Breonna Taylor is receiving $12 million in settlement, and only one officer has been charged so far. While justice has still not been fully served, this goes to show that we, as a society, value justice and base it on our morals and ethics. Speaking of justice, I'm going to tell a story relating to justice from my childhood. While it may not be anything serious, the moral of the story left a big impact on how I view justice. The story goes back to when I was just a 6th grader in middle school. It seems like a lifetime ago. Throughout the school year, we had to take the bus. However, since my neighborhood was so large, we had to walk incredibly long distance to the bus stop. I'm talking over a mile. My next door neighbor happened to receive a Razor scooter for his birthday, and if you don't know, these were very popular scooters back then. My neighbor, who was named Connor, rode his scooter to the bus stop every day and left it there while we were at school, so that when school ended, he didn't have to walk all the way home from the top of the bus stop. My other neighbor, Trip, was a friend of mine as well. Every day, when we got dropped off by the bus after school ended, Trip and I would have to walk a mile while Connor flew by us on the scooter. I was a little jealous, but I didn't mind. Eventually, Trip would rush off the bus and steal Connor's scooter and then ride it home. This went on to happen for weeks. Then, on Halloween, I skipped school because I had a doctor's appointment. I still decided to go to the bus stop though, because I had to pick up my sister and walk her back, since it was so far. About halfway up, I see Connor's dad, standing by a bunch of mailboxes. I thought it was strange, but I didn't question it. So I ended up having a conversation with him for a little bit. We got to talking, and then I had to tell him I had to go because I had to go pick up my sister. Then, Trip flies by on Connor's scooter as usual, but this time Connor's dad catches him. Connor didn't even go to the school that day. His dad had planted the scooter at the top of the bus stop and was waiting for Trip to ride by. He caught him in the act. Connor's dad eventually goes to Trip's house and tells his parents, which gets Trip into a lot of trouble. Since it was Halloween, Trip's punishment was that he had to stay home and hand out candy. I guess you could say in this situation that justice was served. Trip had to apologize, and he never stole the scooter again. To conclude, this whole experience makes me think about how nobody truly gets away with wrongdoing another person. Justice always makes its way around. Our actions have consequences. Trip's punishment was fair, and Connor is no longer mad at Trip for knowing that he faced the repercussions of his actions.